Welcome back into Local 3 Sports. Now we're starting a new segment called the Wildcat Weekly. Each week we're going to bring in a different coach from NMU Athletics and dive into what's going on in their specific sport. And this week we welcome Jenny Ryan, cross-country coach for NMU. Jenny, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for supporting NMU Athletics.
Of course, of course. Now, Jenny, you have a young team who got to showcase their potential during the Spartan Invite in East Lansing. Now, what are some key takeaways that you're carrying into this week?
Yeah, well, it was the first 6-kilometer race for the freshmen. That's what we compete in now from here on out, and then through conference, regionals, and nationals. So it was a good first race for them to try that 6K. The upperclassmen had a chance to compete at that distance again and get used to it, because we had done 5Ks up until this year, up until that point. But it was a good test. There were of course some great teams there, a few Division I teams, and then Division II it was just the Grand Valley and Ferris State. So it was a good test to kind of see where we're at this early part of the season, and really happy with how it went, how the freshmen competed, and how the upperclassmen are coming back, and it should be an exciting year ahead.
Now you're hoping that the freshmen will also be able to perform at a high level coming this Friday. You're going to be in Minnesota for the Roy Griak Invitational. How do you prep your team, specifically the freshmen, for such a big event?
Yeah, well, this is a great event. I mean, it's actually the largest cross-country event in the country. They have Division I, Division II and III races, and also high school races. So it's a great venue, great chance to see. But we're getting ready. The freshmen, it's actually a hillier course than what we just did. So we've done some hills for a few weeks now, and they've done some hills over the summer. So we're prepared ahead of time, but now we're just tuning up and getting ready, teaching them how to approach that race. I've been to that event like 25 years, so have some experience at that one. So definitely, using that experience and telling them about the course, showing them the course on a map, and we'll get a chance to walk on some of the course and run some of the course ahead of time. But yeah, definitely getting them ready, just mentally prepared for the tougher course, but also their second 6K, so also to adjust from what they did at the Spartan Invite to now take that forward into the Roy Griak.
Yeah, and you kind of answered my next question. It's still early in the season, and minus the Gliac Invitational later on in October, a lot of your runs, your invitationals, will be on the road. And I was wondering, how do you prep a team for a course that you don't get to see?
Yeah, I mean, it is hard, and year after year we do go to some of the same courses. So the upperclassmen have been at the Roy Griak, so now they'll be back at it. But it is hard. You do try to get there ahead of time if you can. The day before, sometimes we get there the day before so we can, run the course, see the course. This time we'll get there the night before. They don't open it ahead of time, so we'll see it that next day, but we'll get there early enough that we can at least walk part of it, and then they'll do their warm-up on part of it. Also, I send the map out ahead of time so they can, study the map, and then I try to explain how it goes. Kind of the first K is pretty flat, so I give them the rundown of what the course is like. But yeah, and then each year, of course, you go back to some, like I said, some of the same courses, so they'll get the experience. But just knowing how to prepare for a 6K, and then knowing about what the course is like, is just how you do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. So for the runners, our younger runners watching, either middle school or high school, potentially some future Wildcats watching, do you have any advice for runners who are looking to potentially run at the collegiate level?
Yeah, I mean, the big thing with running is just really consistent training. It's just like keep doing what they're doing, work with your coach, doing the training all through the summer, through the year, and then when you get closer to the age where you're starting to look at colleges, really, filling out their forms, but also sending an email to the coach and just telling you about your interest, and we look at grades too. We want good students too, besides good athletes, but all what they've done, their qualities. We're looking for hard workers and just great people to have on the team, good leaders, all that kind of stuff. But reach out to the coach and then kind of follow up, and a chance to go in and see the program and meet the team, and and then see what you can do from there on out.
Well, thank you so much for your time this evening. Good luck on Friday, and obviously good luck the rest of your season as well.
Thanks, and thanks so much for having me.
We'll be right back with more Local 3 news in just 2 minutes.